This episode is brought to you by Tableau. It's time to break up with cable and fall in love with Tableau, the DVR for cord cutters. Hi, and welcome to the Man Cave Cinema. My name is John Zanettos, and this is episode 14 of, our video podcast. I was trying to find a little segue there, but it wasn't working. Anyways, today, let's see what we're going to be talking about. Lots of stuff in the news today about streaming, and most of all, that concerns us cord cutters. Now, yesterday and today, two new streaming services were announced. Apple, for one, is going to be coming up with a streaming service. They're going to be offering it for $30 to $40. There's no concrete information from Apple, first of all, but the stuff that they're giving out now, I'm not a big fan of, but we'll talk about that in a second. So they announced $30 to $40 subscription fee, and they're saying that they're going to be supporting all the networks except NBC, because NBC is owned by Comcast. And guess who Comcast is? Everybody knows this in the U.S. A big ass cable company who doesn't like their stuff being streamed. Why? Because they can charge more on cable. There, I said it. Done. Anyway, second of all, the Sony PlayStation Vue. This is kind of interesting for Sony to come out with this, and it looks like they're getting, I don't know if it's them getting desperate because their PlayStation games and console is the only thing really making them money these days. But the PlayStation Vue, again, is a subscription streaming service, which they're going to have a $50 initial setup, a $60 core package, and a $70 elite package. Now, there's not much information on what goes on each package, but I think I read somewhere that the $60 one will include the sports packages. And the cool thing about it is, and this is very interesting, is the virtual DVR that they have. So you can set to record whatever shows you want to watch, or that you're thinking that you're going to miss, and this service either it doesn't. I don't think it really records it. It just grabs that show, puts it aside under your account, so you can go back and see it. I mean, this is kind of the magic of the internet. You don't really need a hardware DVR, but at the same time, it does what it's supposed to do. Virtually, it's not a box, but you'll have like a little that you can go and do it there. Now, with these prices, and then let me just go back here for a second. Now, Sling TV that made that big announcement during CES this year with sports packages, not all of them, but some of them, and all their networks, and I don't know if all the networks are on there. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. And specialty channels for $20. Now, for me right now, Sling TV seems like a deal. Now, with all these streaming services, my one major concern is the greed that followed the cable companies. They'll introduce all these prices to you now. Who's to say in about a year or two they won't raise these prices on, and yet again we're stuck in cable hell, and we're not catching a deal. Because realistically, when these three services are offering network TV shows like ABC, NBC, CBS, did I say? Well, anyways, everybody knows the NPBS. Everybody knows the main networks. You can get those for free by putting up an antenna. So why do I want to pay for Apple service for $20 to $30 to get, out of all the networks, I can't get NBC? Really? Again, antenna. I get everything. You live in an urban area. You can get everything plus from the other city. Which, what's going on here? Like, Why are these streaming companies... If you're going to stream stuff, stream specialties channels. That's what people want. When they cut the cord, that's the one thing they're scared of. They're going to miss their streaming channels. But why do we have to pay for fucking network TV? I don't get it. Honestly, with the Apple thing, the only thing I can see is people who are, I hate using this word, but I'm going to say it anyways, Apple fanboys. People who buy Apple products no matter what it is, they'll pay for it without even thinking. The fucking lemmings of Apple buy it. But the point is, 30 to 40 bucks for network TV and maybe some specialty channels on a nice, cool, fancy UI, and you'll think you'll have, the best of everything. I don't see it. I really don't. I don't. And then Sony just priced themselves right out of the loop. I mean, 50 bucks to start? 50 bucks! Cable with all the crap on it is 80 bucks. What's the big deal? Even the Elite package is at 70 bucks. Like, really? I mean, put up an antenna, get Netflix, get Sling TV. You're looking at what? $28, $29 a month? Which is way cheaper. Am I making sense, people? Seriously, I need feedback on this. I mean, by putting up an antenna, getting Netflix for $8 and getting Sling TV for 20 bucks is 30 bucks, and it's way cheaper. $28. So it's way cheaper than what, because Apple's not going to offer it at 30 bucks. No fucking way. No, I don't see it. They're going to charge the most they can because they're going to market it as a premium product, brainwash everybody, and that's it. Anyways, folks, I'm looking at it this way. What I mentioned, get yourself a cheap antenna. And even the Apple fanboys, fuck, if you want me to put an Apple sticker on an antenna and call it the iAntenna, you guys will buy it. Anyways, like I said, an antenna, Netflix, Apple TV, or get rid of Netflix and go with Amazon Prime if you're a Prime member, same idea. Cheaper is way cheaper than what these new services are offering. Seriously. I mean, they're coming out of the woodwork. There's, everybody's offering something, but the prices are not what they should be. They're charging us way too much. Anyways, I'm John Zanettos. This is the Man Cave Cinema Rant, and we'll see you next time.